Alright guys, it's John back here with the Clearshot again. So we are going to go over what's going on the inside of this. We've taken all the screws out already. There, just a couple of notes. The one that is up front here under the first start storage is a little bit smaller than the rest, as well as there's a few with the body screws. Or was it this one? Yeah, okay, so I did... Yeah, these, yeah, the body screws in here, the 2 points in the handle here, as well as these are longer than the rest of them. So this front cap here just pops off, and then we're gonna pull off the priming handle. There is another screw hiding back here, so we're gonna pop him on out. The back of the priming handle off. Please don't be glued. No, you forgot a screw.
Did I?
Yeah, there's a tiny one sitting down here in the handle.
Yeah.
That's why we don't let you do things. Alright, so no screws. Alright, and first thing is it is very obvious here that the plunger tube has definitely been glued together. We can see the enormous amount of runoff there. They went overboard on the amount of glue that they put into that. But really not too much going on here. Got our priming rod. This is the return for the priming handle. We have a simple trigger setup and a very simple catch, very reminiscent of pretty much all the other blasters like this, like the night thing.
Finder?
Night Finder. Holy cow. Holy cow, this is why we don't do this first thing in the morning. But is this plunger tube actually... Is it actually glued in place, or... Oop. Oh,
Not anymore.
That was just a catch spring. Yeah, I don't think it was actually intended to be glued in place. I think that is just completely run off from this, but... Oh wow. Really tiny air outlet on that. Plus the air restrictor. And then another air release hole sitting there.
So that's a lot that can be done with that right there.
It's a lot that needs to be done with it. That's pretty bad. But the plunger tube is a decent size. I'm gonna say it's probably actually equivalent to the knife finder. It looks about that size.
Yeah, no, seeing I didn't think it'd be that tight to the shell.
Yeah, and we've got a 2-part plunger head here, which is always good for replacing the spring. Catch in the spring. Yeah, I think this is actually a pretty good blaster, but I really wish they didn't glue this. I'll have to see if we can soak this to loosen the glue, but it looks like it looks more like solvent weld than glue, because the plastic looks melted. So getting that apart might be tricky, but overall,
well, you're gonna want to drill it out anyway.
Yeah, it might just be a case where we're gonna have to just bore the entire thing out and maybe just stub it or something. But
that's probably what we do anyway.
I was kind of thinking of doing a silly long barrel on it, but that's just me being crazy. But overall, it's rather a simple blaster. I really wasn't expecting to find anything silly or elaborate in here. But again, I wasn't familiar with the original, so I wasn't 100% sure what to expect. But again, if you've seen a fire strike, then you know how this thing works. So that's just about it. And hope you guys learned a little something. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'm so glad we found a use for vortex discs.
Yeah. Vortex discs are awesome. Screw holders.